Alright, today guys we got our Toro snowblower. It's an 824. It's called a Power Throw, 8 horse. It's got a Toro motor, actually by Tecumseh. That's what it says. So this is an old one. I'm not sure how old it is. If you know, drop a comment and let me know if you have one maybe. Maybe you're working on one. But I'm gonna do hopefully a startup video. I didn't get to hear it run because the lady had inherited this, and judging by the looks of it and when I pulled how much dust is on it, when I pulled the you can see it right here, the dust is flying out. So I can tell that this hasn't been started in a while. So what we're gonna do is drain the gas and hit the electric start and see if we can get it to fire up. I'm guessing it's been sitting 10 years. Again, the lady inherited it and she didn't know how long it had been sitting. So, okay, so this thing's bone dry and there's not a filter on it. It does look like there's some crud, a little bit of crud in the tank. So I am gonna pop this off right here, and I got some extra line. I'm gonna pop a filter on there. All right, wanted to do a quick walk around, a little update. Never seen a snowblower like this, but when I started looking again, I was noticing a few that had this feature. And I want to say, oh man, that's not good. That whole blade looks like it's bent. I want to say that whole blade is bent, and I did not see that, honestly, when I was looking. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to bend that back. Wow, that took a hit. So, but I've never seen, what I was getting at was I've never seen one with this kind of setup, and I think what it does is it kind of keeps the auger from getting clogged up. That was my theory on it, is it not as much goes to the auger. It kind of slows that down and that whole thing getting clogged, but you guys let me know what you think that does, unless it protects the shaft. I don't know. But yeah, dang, that's a bummer. This is bent a little bit too. Man, that just sucks. So somebody's really bent this up, because that is not factory. So probably whoever got a hold of it, this couple that got a hold of it, they might have done it and not realized it, moving it. But yeah, that's bent, so I gotta figure that out. Alright, so I was draining the gas out of it, and people just don't have common sense anymore, or the guy just forgot to, which happens, I guess. But you can drain the gas out here. It was full of really old stale gas. So I took the bolt off and I flushed some new gas through it. So hopefully the carburetor's not all gummed up. We'll see. I don't know how these carburetors work, but I did put the inline filter on and replace this line. This was kind of in bad shape. This one here. This line had no cracks in it. Must be the type of line. So I was happy about that. The tires, I put a little air in them. Man, yeah, I'm really mad though that I didn't notice that bent auger. Can't be good, but looks like it'll bend back easy. But it's just not a very sturdy setup, really, if it's gonna bend like that. Other than that, I really am happy with the type of engine that's in it. I mean, I don't even know if it runs or not. I'll be honest with you, I paid $100 for it, the way it's set. The lady seemed like she knew nothing about it, but I could tell by looking at it, some older gentleman probably owned it. By looking at it, I could tell that it hadn't been used very much, especially by the muffler. If anything, it's set most of its life. It even came with an extension cord, so I thought 100 was fair. Now, if I saw that, I wouldn't have, but that's my fault. I didn't look it over good, and I can bend that out, and I'll run it. It's not like it spins at a super high speed to where it'll throw anything out of whack. Like, it's not precision or anything, so I'll bend that out with some pliers hopefully and vice grips. Checking the oil. Oil looked like it was new. The electric start I haven't tried out yet. So I got the gas. Let's see, the gas is off right now. I'm gonna flip it on. And I don't know what this thing is here. It was some kind of like test board. It looked like you pop it off and there's a wire there. It's got a 5-speed and 2-speed reverse. Probably a high and low. And again, you can see it's sitting a while. You can see dust flying out of it there. Right there. There's dust flying out, so I don't know. We're gonna see if it starts. I was curious on how old this is. Let me know if you guys know. I didn't see a date yet. I do know that this is probably a heck of a motor if it was made by Tecumseh, and judging by the looks of it, it's probably a well-built motor. It says it was made in Bloomington, Minnesota. The model number is 38078. Let's hook up the power and do a quick walk around if we can even get it running. I think it's gonna fire. I don't think it's gonna run smooth, but if it does, I'm gonna feel very lucky. So let's get it started. Daughter out here. They were tinkering in the barn with me. You think this is gonna fire up? Let's see. This would be choke, full choke. This thing's probably not started in 10 years. The key's in it, so that's a safety. Choke's on, this is on. Now my other one had like a key that you actually turn, so that would be the place of that. And my other one also had a neutral on it. I don't see a neutral anywhere. Handles are nice and tight though. You see a neutral anywhere, buddy? So maybe this one is you have to hold this down to make it go. My other one, you would just put it in gear and it would go. So let's see if we can get it to fire up. You guys stand back just in case it tries to backfire or something. So we're gonna prime it up. Sounds like it's priming. And let's see what it does. Ooh, look at all that dust flying out. Impressed on how that ran, and I almost forgot to put my seafoam in it because everybody knows it's nicer when you don't have to work on stuff. So as a precaution, we're going to see, since that's been sitting so long, we're going to see if that seafoam helped keep it running good. It was kind of hesitating there for a little bit. I think it was a choke, but then I turned the video off and it was kind of surging a little bit. But honestly, I'm impressed it ran that good. My little lever fell off there. I got to put that back on. If it vibrated off or what. Oh, it's cracked. So again, this could have been from when whoever I got it off of, you could tell they didn't know much about just engines and stuff. They weren't mechanically inclined per se. So they knew nothing about it. Probably happened when they were moving it. And that got bent, so we'll get it figured out. Let's try it again real quick. Oh, that is gonna need fixed. I have to order one of those.